I was in the Air Force for 6 years immediately after high school. Went all over the country for training, and then after the 6 years, I went to undergrad at University of Illinois. I did a political science undergrad. While I was there, I heard about HR and talked to a friend that I actually knew within an HR internship program. Did some research. Found Cornell as being the top program for HR, and then decided to apply, took the chance, and here I am. Cornell was particularly attractive to me because I came here and I visited the campus and I spoke with some of the faculty, and they seemed like they were very involved in the student experience, and that was important to me. I had a mentor here that was prior Army, and having someone previously in the military to kind of assist me in the adjustment and the transition to a graduate program was very important to me as well. Cornell, I've spoken to executives within the HR field, and they all recommended the program. One of my biggest concerns coming from a veteran background into a graduate program was that in the military you have all this structure, you have your day-to-day life planned out for you, and in this program you really have to be entrepreneurial in your approach to network well, to really maximize your experience here. And what I realized quickly was that the military does give you all of those tools. Even in that regimented military life, they instill the ability to communicate effectively, to present yourself well, and then to reach out to people from all different backgrounds. The military is comprised of people from all different backgrounds, same as this program. And so even though that initially I might have been worried about coming from a non-traditional background, I quickly felt at home at Cornell. I would say my favorite thing about Cornell so far is, especially as a MILR, is just the family environment. We have a tight-knit group within the MILR program. Coming from the military, the best thing about the military to me was the camaraderie in the family, and I feel that same aspect here in the program. I really feel like I've made both lifelong friends and professional connections as well. Coming into the program, I expected it to be overwhelming, and I expected it to be this Ivy League atmosphere where it's super competitive. And once I got here, I think fortunately for me, I found that it was actually much more relaxed. Here, the faculty, the people within my cohort, everyone is so well connected in the HR community that they really make that transition easier. As soon as I got on campus, we get kind of thrown in the recruiting gauntlet, and that at first feels like it's intimidating, but the Office of Career Services here, they really help you with that transition. If I could give any words of advice to an incoming student here in the MILR program, it's to believe in yourself and realize that you're welcome here and you belong here. If you're accepted in, you have all the tools necessary to be successful. In the recruiting process, whenever I first came in, I kind of had that imposter syndrome of thinking that I'm coming from this non-traditional background. People around me were very experienced in HR. I come from a background where I was finished near the bottom third in my graduating class in high school. 3 years ago, I was a community college student. Came here after my undergraduate degree, had a lot of doubts about myself, but within the first 3 weeks, I had my first offer. It happened very fast, and it kind of made me realize that I had the qualities that employers did want. Before I came here, I was really unsure about what I wanted to do within HR. I wasn't even entirely sure about HR as a function, but through talking to other people, I thought that it could be a good path. I took the leap of faith, came here to the MILR program, found out quickly that the career field and the degree in general is very flexible. You can take it in a lot of different directions. So even if you're not absolutely sure about what you want to do, there's a spot available for you after this degree, and you can kind of be entrepreneurial in your approach and kind of carve your own path. The social life as a MILR student, kind of outside the classroom, I think it's really enjoyable, especially at the graduate level. My best friends come out of the program. It's a very tight-knit community. I live with one of my classmates. I hang out with classmates out at restaurants. We go to different cities. I've been to Boston on St. Patrick's Day. I've been to New York City for just days out on the weekend. While it is isolated to a certain extent, I actually view that as a positive. It kind of brings all of the cohort closer together. In the MILR program, we have people from all different kinds of backgrounds, whether that's demographic or from geographic locations. We have people from all over the world. Internationally, the students here, it seem like they've been very comfortable. Myself as a veteran, I felt very comfortable. I haven't met anyone of any kind of background that didn't feel very comfortable in this environment. I think that the program does a very good job of integrating everyone and making them feel like they belong in the program. Kind of found myself in the military, realized that I had all the tools necessary to be successful academically. 3 years ago, I was a community college student, so I really didn't fit what I felt was the ideal profile for maybe a MILR student, but what I quickly realized is that there is no ideal profile, there's no ideal background. Everyone here, if you're accepted here, you belong here, and you really can use the program to excel in your career.